Hi, this is Jerry, JC Seiji, and welcome to my channel and to this 33rd episode of my Legacy series. Now, this is kind of a special episode because, whoops, people complain about me hopping around my chair. It's because this baby is really uncomfortable, but in fact, it's not stable too. Anyhow, uh, this one is really featuring pictures I found this thing. No dates, this really kind of bugs me out, but these were taken probably in the 1960s. Uh, probably, I would say 60, anywhere between 61 and 65. And, in a way, it's a sad story. In a way, it's also, it was, at time, what these pictures are about, mostly are about my brother. Before he got married to this gal named Nancy and lived in Los Angeles area, in the 60s, she had uh, met this one girl, a very nice girl from a very prominent and important family in town. And that girl really fell in love with my brother. But I don't know if he really realized it. Really, he didn't really quite. It was his first uh, his first real, what do you call it, uh, interaction with a girl that really gave a shit about him. But at the same time, she had her own sense of who she was. And, well, it turned out bad. Uh, he just couldn't deal with it, or he had his ways, she had her ways, and at some point in time, uh, the roads didn't cross right, and so each went their own separate way, which was a sadness to everybody involved, and disappointing too. She was an excellent wife, and but it's just that's the way it turns. Not everything turns out right, but for the first time, it's hard when you're just kind of feeling your way around and not being really entirely sure about who you are to begin with. And so he didn't really quite know who he was, and but I think she knew who she was, and so I think that was the real problem. And that's the problem with males. Like tend to be less, less stable when it comes to first encounters. Okay. Uh, but anyway, I don't want to say more than that cause some problems. This is her name is Georgia. This is her picture from her high school picture. 61, 62, 62 maybe. She looks like a grown woman. And for her age, she was mature. Mature enough to deal with other problems. And apparently, this, a lot of pictures, they interact a great deal. And let me show you a happy couple. Here they are, apparently at my, I think this is, yeah, my parents' house. Just east of here. That's my brother Michael and his girlfriend Georgia. Okay. Here they are again. You can tell there. He was happy. They're both happy. It was good to see. It was really good to see them like this. Okay. Here they are again. This is the one that got away. she did what she had to do. This is really, could not blame her for this. Here they are, my mom's cat. I think the cat's name was Pete, but I don't recall offhand. Okay, in my parents' house. Here they are again. I guess he's being moody or something. And, she probably told him no. But there they are. Okay. And here they are again. I guess they're playing a game, a board game of some kind. Okay, Michael and Georgia. Okay. And they even went down to Disneyland. It got both my mind. I didn't really know about this that much. I saw it every now and then. My grandparents, my grandmother chaperoned, which is a proper thing. We went down to Disneyland. My grandmother as chaperone. Very cool. Don't see that anymore in his current modern days. I think it should be a par for the course, but maybe I'm just being too old-fashioned. And here they are, and I'm in this one. Oh, they were playing this board game. There I am. So this is oh, it says 1966. Okay, somebody wrote 66. So this is 1966. So all the pictures are probably 1966 as well, 65, 66. Okay. I am a lot thinner and with a lot more hair on my head and none on my chin. Okay. At my parents' house. And the last picture in this is really important to me because so far it's the only picture I found of. See, my name is my YouTube name is JC Seiji. Now, Seiji is named for a man by the name of Seiji Utsunomiya. He's American, and when he was born, his parents are Japanese. He came here, I guess, I don't know when, before the war or after the war. Probably before the war. And he was born in this country. And he was really, when I was young, he was really my best friend. But, and it's really funny how we met. I mean, because of my, because I was born with a bilateral cleft palate, or whatever is really severe. You know, like there's a, right here is when, normally when your body is forming, when you're young, you have two halves, they come together and they fuse, okay? But mine didn't fuse up in here. I had no upper palate. There's a roof of your mouth, it's called your palate. There's nothing up there, it hadn't, those two sides had not come together. And so there's a big gap there. I had two front teeth for it. It's hanging, like from up this, from hanging down. So I had a lot of operations. Immediately, for the first operation, I didn't go home after I was born. I was put into another hospital to be operated on. I think in Los Angeles. But I don't know. See, I never did find out, or if I was told, I have no memory of being told. But 1 year I was often going down to, I had a doctor named Dr. Stevenson in Santa Barbara. That was an oral surgeon that did most of my operations in Santa Barbara at the General Hospital. And 1 year I was down there for another operation. It was like every year going in for an operation. And so I met this kid in the ward. We were in a ward of like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 beds in the ward. And this other kid was in this ward, and he had muscular dystrophy. And I come to find out he was from the same town I was living in as well, which is west of here. And his name was Seiji. So that's where we first met, and eventually we became friends because we went to the same church in that town. But this picture is the only picture I found with Seiji. Right there, that guy in white, his name is Seiji. He sits kind of funny a little bit, he knows his shoulders, and because he's propping himself up with his arm, and his crutches, you walk with his 2 crutches that go around the wrist, and you have your you have that little thing comes out of the crutch, you hold your hand out, and you have a bracer on your wrist. And so he was there, I guess, involved my brother and me across. There's my brother, me, and right here is Georgia. Okay. And so that's really unreal. So I presume this is about the same time, 1966. Seiji eventually, because he was on crutches, he got where he worked, he had a regular life, but he pushed himself. He was trying to do 1 year, he just trying to do so much. Now, I don't know if it was because he knew he didn't have much longer to live, or he just trying to do a lot. And he had a stroke. That was it. He's already paralyzed, half of his body was already paralyzed. So he lost a stroke just paralyzes one whole side of your body. So all he had left was 1/4 of his body that still even worked. And so I don't know what happened to him. I mean, he was in a hospital, and he had a brother that about 20 miles up north took him in, and I never heard a word from him or saw him ever again or found out anything. So just the way it goes. And so that's why I named myself JC Seiji, in commemoration of a great friend I had when I was younger. And that's the person I'm talking about. Okay, till next episode. Bye for now.